Investors pulling the plug on Rivian after its latest quarterly report. Phil LeBeau joins us now with more. Hey, Phil.
Hey, Joe, not a strong report, and that's reflected in shares of Rivian under pressure after the bell yesterday, down 8% pre-market today. It was a wider than expected loss. Yes, reservations have increased, going from 71,000 in December up to 83,000 as of earlier this week. But it's the guidance. That's the reason that the shares are under pressure. And we're also seeing analysts bring down their expectations. They're only going to produce 25,000 vehicles this year. Most were expecting it to be 37, 40,000. The capacity is for 50,000. Why? Supply chain constraints. That's one reason why they're going to lose $4.75 billion this year, or at least that's the expectation. Here's RJ Scaringe, CEO of Rivian, talking about the semiconductor shortage.
I'm spending a lot of time, and the rest of our senior leadership team is spending a lot of time with our semiconductor suppliers and making sure we're securing the right allocation. And that allocation, as we start to get into higher production rates, especially in the back half of this year, is where we see risk, and it's what's caused us to make the adjustments to what we're guiding to in terms of production for this year.
Remember the pricing snafu that happened last week where they raised prices 17 to 20%, even for people who had previously placed an order? Well, the order rate, according to the company, has not been hurt because of that price increase, which, by the way, they brought back for those who already had an existing order. The R1 prices up 17 to 20%, a reflection of what they're seeing with all of the supply chain constraints and the growth in commodity costs. By the way, as you take a look at shares of Rivian since the IPO last fall, keep in mind that they will be naming a COO next week. So as you look at the analyst comments today, Joe, a lot of them are bringing down their expectations, but they're not saying, look, this is the end of the world for Rivian. What they are saying is these guys are learning some tough lessons early on since going public, and that's why it's going to be a slow go in terms of the ramp up.